Welcome viewers. Welcome to our part 5 of Unit 4. In this video, we are going to discuss project abstract creation using design thinking framework. We will be seeing the format for project abstract creation, right? How you will create a project or how will you write or document a project abstraction using the design thinking framework. So this is our last video of this unit. So let's get started. Before we start, let us recap what we have studied in the last video, that is part 4 of Unit 4. So in the last video, we have seen what is sustainable development and what are sustainable development goals, and how you should align your capstone project or the problem that you are trying to solve with one of the sustainable development goals, right? So I hope you have all understood our goal there. Our goal is basically is to create a project that will not just give a solution or benefit economically or to generate employment. It will also is about protecting this earth, protecting this nature, and achieving one of the 17 sustainable development goals, one or more, right? At least one we are trying. So the so our goal is to create a sustainable development on Earth, right? So I hope all of you have understood that. So keep that in mind. Now let us start with today's video. So this is the format for project abstract creation. So you'll have to do a project, a capstone project, and create a project abstraction in class 11th, right? So that will be your 7 marks coming from there. So this is how you will do it. So this is just a project abstraction. So as you can see, first and foremost is you will give a project name, suitable name related to your problem and your creativity, and then you will select the team members, or you will be assigned the teams by your teacher. So students can fill by themselves this team member names. Then this third one is very important, is that is the problem selection, and the problem selection should be aligned to SDG as we have studied in the last video, right? It should achieve at least one of the goals of sustainable developments, right? Then the third one is basically users affected. You will define all of the users that are affected by the problem, and then you will implement your project using the design thinking framework. So as you remember, we have studied in our part 3 the design thinking framework. What is design thinking, right? So there were 5 stages. So you will be defining all the 5 stages here. You will be using the empathy map. Then you will be defining the problem using 5W1 framework. Then you will be ideating, and that means you will be brainstorming on different ideas in your team, and then you will make a prototype, and then you will test the prototype, right? So the last step is optional. You may not do it, but it is supposed to do it in your school. Whatever prototype you will make, you will show it to the concerned users, or you may show it to your family members, your parents, your cousins, and then you will show it to the teachers and the students or fellow classmates, right? So now let us see what are each and every stages briefly. So let us take a real world example, right? So let us select the problem first. So I hope all of you will be able to relate to this problem as you are in class 11. So after class 10 board exam, the students, they struggle with stream selection. Most of the students, they are pretty much sure what they are going to do, but there are students, they are not sure, while, and I think many of the students are like that, actually. So they are not sure what they are going to do after class 10th. So there should be a system, right? There should be a system which will help them. There should be a solution to this problem. So that is what our problem is, and we are going to solve this problem and create a project abstraction. Now let us see what we do. So, if you the project name and the project and team members, we are leaving it out as it will be depending on the students, right? So now let us go with directly with the users. That is, after you have selected the problem, and the problem is aligning with the SDG, one of the SDG that is called the quality education, right? This will be aligning with the quality education SDG. So then we are selecting the users. The users is for our case all the students who passed out or appeared in the class 10 board examination. This problem of selecting stream starts as soon as you give the board examination. So even the students who have appeared, they are now thinking out what they are going to study, which college or sorry, which institution they're going to study it. So that is the case in most of the time, most of the cases, uh, and also for the students who pass the class 10 examination, right? So and now once we selected our users, now we will do what? We will create an empathy map for these users. So we will talk to different students and we will see what they are thinking, what they are saying, what they're feeling. So the four quadrants, if you remember. So as you can see, these are the things that we have found while doing the research on this on the users. So the users are saying what, right? They are saying which school to join. I need skill subjects also. They're saying some of them are also saying subjects should be valid in future also, right? And what they're thinking, do the subjects have scope in future jobs, that they're thinking, right? So like for example, if they are taking economics, then they might be thinking, well, economics is will be in future, how it will be in my help in my future, right? So will then also they are thinking about, will the subjects be easy, right? And they have that concept in also in mind that okay, I might take mathematics, but will it be easy for me, or will it get more difficult, right? Then they are doing what they are doing to solve this problem. They are going to the website, they're searching different things, right? They are watching advertisements. They are consulting with aptitude testers. They're taking the aptitude test to see whether they are able to cope up with this subject in future or not. And they are talking with friends. Most of them do that only. They talk with friends, and then the second they come up to, that is go for advice to the teacher, relatives, and parents, right? So these are the, I think, two things that most of the students do. And the last one is here, that is how they're feeling. They're feeling confused, right? Most of them are confused because their friend is saying something, the website that they're visiting, that is saying something. So they're in a confused state. They're stressed. They have anxiety. They're exhausted. They're in fear, right? So these are the things about the users that we have gathered through this empathy map. Okay, so next stage is basically defining the problem. So for defining the problem, we have used here the 5W1 is method, right? What is the problem? Why the problem is arising? Where the problem is arising? When it is arising? Who are facing the problem? And how it can be solved. So once you make all of these, list it out, all of these, answers to the questions, you'll be easily able to describe the problem statement. So the problem statement we have is that our student have the problem of not being able to choose the subjects of their interest while taking admission to the plus two courses, and it can be solved plus two courses mm, plus two courses. So the problem statement in our case is our student have the problem of not being able to choose the subject of their interest while taking admission in the plus two course, and it can also be solved by developing a system which will analyze students' aptitude and suggest the best subjects to take, right? So that is the problem statement that we have defined. Now the ideate part, brainstorming. So all of the team members will sit together and they will do brainstorming, right? So some of them have said that, okay, create an application to input the interest and get the suggestions on subjects, right? We can create such application. Some are saying that, create a chatbot to converse with, okay, instead of talking to friends and going to websites and talking to teachers and all of that. Make a specialized chatbot only for this, which will gather all of data from the user and all the data on the internet and give them only one word or specific number of suggestions, right, which they can focus on. Some of us saying that make a robot to discuss and give advice. Okay, as we have seen, we have discussed in brainstorming, no idea is bad. Okay, you have to go wild. If you remember in our second video, we have discussed this, third video most probably, if I'm not wrong. So and the fourth solution is to create a mobile application where through different sources queries can be given, and the application will give the result. Okay, that is more some of no so much similar to the solution one. So these are different solutions. Now, once you have this list solution listed out, you will go to the next stage, that is prototype. You can select multiple solutions or you can select any one and start building the prototype on it. The prototype may be in a piece of paper, or it may be a small working model. It may be anything, but it will not be the final project. You will not waste so much money on building a prototype. Right, so here you can see a prototype of working a chatbot. So we have built a chatbot where the students will give a query, and the chatbot will analyze the aptitude and then identify intents and entities, and then give the response. Okay, this is the kind of a diagram which shows what the system will do. So once you have this prototype, and the last stage that you go is basically testing. So testing is optional because not everything can be tested. Like for example, this prototype of chatbot. Okay, you have not built the chatbot. You have just made a diagram of the chatbot. So that is it, right? You have to make in order to test it, you have to make some working model so that people can use it, right? So if you can make a chatbot, and then you will be going with the testing phase. So I hope all of you have understood. Now see the capstone project guideline, the practical part. If you go scan this QR code and go to go to this download the PDF from there and the AI code book, it will be very much easier for you to understand what I'm trying to say. Just read the PDF once, okay? I'm going to briefly describe here the project guideline. So you have this guideline given, and you have to follow this guideline in your for practical, and you will make a capstone project file, and that file will carry a 7 marks, right? So what you will do, you will prepare for the project, and you see the time is written here for every task, so that time is basically the time that you will take to do this part. For example, prepare for the project. So here you will basically plan what to do, which team members you will assign the task to the team members. So that will take 1 hour. Then you will form a team. So that will take 1 hour. You will form the team, right? So then you will define the problem. So you will go and search what problem to solve in a team, and you will define the problem, which should be SDG aligned. So it has 4 hours. You will be taking roughly 4 hours in school, or outside school also. You may decide that for how you should, contact or communicate. That should be clear in this 1 hour where you are preparing for the project. It should be clear that how will you connect, or while forming the team. And then for next step is basically understand your users that you have just seen. Then brainstorm the solutions, then design your solution. Here you will design the solution. Basically, you will follow the design thinking portion. You will build a prototype. Identify and collect data, build your prototype, right? Test this solution, reflect as a team, reflect individually, and create a video pitch. So you'll also have to create a video pitch of your problem. You have to create a PPT, and pitch the PPT to your guide teacher or the subject teacher, and that will also carry marks, right? So everything, all the other things that you are doing has to be listed out in a file. Okay, that file has to be submitted along with the video pitch, right? So this is the project guideline that we'll be doing, and this will carry 7 marks, right? And the rest 5 marks are coming in theory portion, so total 12 marks from this chapter. So if you want to read more about these topics, you can download any of this or all the three books by scanning the QR codes. Thank you. That's it.